Perhaps could we get an update from you regarding Taal Volcano? What really is the situation there? Because people are saying, pumutok na yan and Taal only has major eruptions every 10 years. What's the science and what is the myth?
Okay. Taal Volcano erupted January of 2020. And after that, magma rose from deeper levels to supply the current activity with the magma that is interacting with water to propel the explosion. However, there was a big difference between the January 2020 eruption and, of course, the current activity starting last year. Before the January 2020 eruption, we knew that magma was moving up, but the magma was not moving up fast enough that even though Taal threatened to erupt at the same time as Pinatubo in 1990 and even much earlier, it did not proceed to any eruption until when there was a small explosion that happened at the crater. It took out the cap of the volcano and suddenly the magma rose very fast, and this caused a large explosion. And the reason why there was a large explosion was that the gases which are trapped within the magma cannot escape very fast. So essentially, the magma that rose towards the surface had lots of gases and caused very tall eruption columns up to 16 kilometers. Starting last year, however, after the eruption, the magma rose very slowly, and the gas, and there was time for the gas to continuously come out of the magma because it was rising very slowly. And so we did not really think that there will be very large explosions in last year's activity and this year for the initial eruptions of Taal. Mm-hmm. Now, the possibility of having a large explosion like the 2020 eruption is still there if magma at deeper levels, because there are at least two levels of magma, very near the surface, 2 kilometers and above, and shallower, and around 4 to 7 kilometers depth, where new magma is stored. And if this would rise faster than what is happening now, then it can bring in a gas-rich magma that can trigger large explosions. But we do not see that possibility yet happening because the parameters that we record are not showing that sudden buildup of pressure. We can monitor the pressure of the volcano by measuring through global positioning system, through electronic tilt. The slope of the volcano would move when there is magma suddenly rising towards the crater. Mm-hmm. So we have not seen that yet. We call the state of the volcano now as deflated, not inflated, because the inflation will be seen when there's large volume of magma going up the volcano. So that is why we have been sharing this with the local governments, that if indeed Taal Volcano would explode, the initial areas to be recommended for evacuation and may be affected would be, aside from the volcano island, would be 5 barangays within Agoncillo and Laurel, and all the rest will not be affected as of now by the current activity of Taal at alert level number 3.